Hello, hello, hello. I'm Erica Lynn, better known as Erica Lynn Speaks.
If I can think about it for a second, learn to live life for the better. I had hard times, got a life coach for depression, got a life coach for depression. Now it's all mine, living days full of hard times. Ekalin, work on your mind, let's get on your grind. Working on the feelings inside, Ekalin got me on the rise.
Ekalin speaks, so the Ekalin speaks, so the Ekalin speaks, yeah, yeah. Ekalin speaks, so the Ekalin speaks, so the Ekalin speaks, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, alright. Looking up when I fell on hard times they changed my mind. Got my head up, looking to the sky. Miss Lynn, she changed my life. Looking up when I fell on hard times. With her unique design. Got my head up, looking to the sky.
Ekalin speaks, so the Ekalin speaks, so the Ekalin speaks, yeah, yeah. Ekalin speaks, so the Ekalin.
Hello, hello, hello. This is your girl, Erica Lynn, and welcome back to another wonderful episode of Erica Lynn Speaks podcast. Y'all know how we do it over here. We like to play big or go home. Who do we play big for? We play big for ourselves. Y'all know ain't nobody else gonna play bigger for you than you do for yourself, right? Y'all know I know what I'm talking about. Every week we come on this podcast and I try to provide great information that would ultimately make a difference in your life, that would like just you say, oh my God, Erica Lynn and her guest had given me a tip and it really made a difference in my life. And so I want to always keep adding value. Today's podcast, we're back. We're talking about decluttering your body part two. And my guest, she's back again to just bring some more information that just really, like you can just use right now while the podcast is going on, or immediately after the podcast is over, you can start implementing that information into your life to make a difference in your health, your body, your mind, your soul. So, like I said, today we're going to be discussing decluttering your body part two. But before we get started, make sure you share this podcast with everybody you know. And do me a favor, when you hit and share, put hashtag Erica Lynn Fam. Because you guys know y'all are my fam. Y'all know we live on 2 Facebook channels, and we're also live on YouTube, all under Erica Lynn Speaks. And so if they say, how do you find me? How do they find me? Of course, they go to Erica Lynn Speaks. So last week, we had Coach Jesse Cole on here. Man, he was phenomenal. I mean, his information really, really made a big difference in my life. So I hope it made a big difference in y'all's. Like, I really used his 5 steps that he talked about. And I was like, okay, wow, how can I implement change? Like, what do people want? Like, it was really, really knowledgeable. So if y'all didn't get something out of that podcast, I don't know what podcast y'all was watching because you weren't watching this one. So anyway, my guest, which is my big sister, I love her to death. I mean, she's a phenomenal mother. She's a phenomenal woman. She's a phenomenal person who helps you with health, a naturopathic specialist. She has over 10 years experience with certifications to back it up. Okay. When somebody say, I know what I'm talking about, but they can back it up, then yeah, that means you can listen to that person. She's a master herbalist, a nutritionist, a naturopathic doctor that does blood cell analysis. And so I want you guys to put your hands together and join me in welcoming Dawn to the platform. Hello, big sister.
Hello, Erica Lynn.
How you doing tonight?
Good, and yourself?
I am wonderful. I'm wonderful. I thank you so much for coming back on the podcast, because when you were here the first time, you added so much value to the listeners, because you gave us a 30-day challenge, and that was a phenomenal challenge. And I used that challenge, so I hope many others used it too. But let's talk a little bit more about the 30-day challenge.
Yeah. How did it go for you? Like, can you tell me about it? What did you experience? What did you notice? Did you notice any change or anything
I
in your
did.
body?
I use the bathroom a lot for sure, right? Because you
Thanks for that information.
well, you said that
No,
we're supposed to drink half of our body weight and turn it into ounces.
right.
And so that's a lot of water to drink, especially a woman of my stature. But at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, after drinking all of that water, not only did it clean my system out, but it's so funny, and I don't mean to be I don't know a nice way to say it, but after you use the restroom, it wasn't yellow, like it. And so I was
Right.
like, dang, I
It's
must
just
really be
clear,
clean.
right?
Yeah, it was just clear. And
Yeah.
so when it's clear like that, what does that mean?
You're flushing your body out. You're removing a lot of toxins and things that's just sitting in your body and your organs and your liver and your kidneys and everything. You gotta flush those systems out, because those are like I said before, that's your filtration system, and it get clogged up, it get backed up, your blood gets thick. So the water, and the water helps to thin out your blood. It helps to cleanse your body, your organs, and help you can just pretty much lose weight. You can drop some pounds just by drinking water alone. So that kind of like kick starts, everything
Mm-hmm.
before you even get started on the rest of your goal, the eating and things like that. Just getting enough water helps you like drop pounds if that's what your goal is.
Okay. Okay. Because I know the listeners that are tuning in, they seen the heading letting them know that I lost 13 pounds in 7
Oh, did
days.
you? Congratulations.
Thank you. So, how and I'm sure everybody want to know because you asked me too. So I did start the water challenge, but we all know my birthday was May 10th, and so I started partying. Okay, y'all, Erica Lynn party. That include doing. I did some drinking. I ate pretty much what I wanted to eat that I didn't get a chance to eat because I had been on such a health kick, and I was like,
Right.
okay, let me enjoy myself. We went to Myrtle Beach and we had a blast. Like we ate a lot of, I finally got my crab broil in a bag and just like eating all of these different things.
Yeah, we should
And
put that
because,
picture on there with the butter all over your face.
all right, well, right. And so because of that, I started gaining weight or bloating. I started bloating. And when I got home from our Myrtle Beach trip, I had put on like 15 pounds. When I got on the scale, it was 15 pounds heavier than it was 10 days ago, like, before I started, before we went on our trip. Well, actually, I started partying. Like, when did I have my dinner? That
On your
Tuesday.
birthday.
So on my
Yeah.
actual birthday, May 10th, right, and leading on up to Myrtle Beach, I was eating and having a good time and not exercising like I regularly do. So I put on that 15 pounds, or at least it felt like. Well, the scale showed 15 pounds. And so I remembered that we had started the water challenge, and before we all left Myrtle Beach, we had made a pact to detox. And you had said to us to get some fresh lemons and drink hot, fresh lemon water in the morning, pretty much all
Mm-hmm.
day if we could, and at night. So immediately after we came from the airport on Sunday night, I immediately started detoxing and going back to my regular regimen of food, which was my, strict meal plan that I was on.
Mm-hmm.
And from Sunday night till about Friday, I used the bathroom all day doing number ones, right? So I used the bathroom all day. And I was so exhausted. That's how many times I used the bathroom. But at the end of the week, I got on the scale and I was 13 pounds lighter than I was from when we came home from Myrtle Beach.
Mm-hmm.
So that is how I lost 13 pounds.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Because I know you were worried when we were on the trip. You were saying that your legs and things were swelling and stuff like that from the drinking and the eating and things like that. So that's why I said you drink that water, you get that water down, it'll flush all of that out with the
Yeah.
quickness. So it's a good thing you did that, because I'm sure you
Yes.
felt better once you clean, got some of
Yes.
that out of your body.
I did. And Kim, he posted, he's in under my account. He said, I drink 3 cups of 16 ounces of cups of water a day. Thanks, water challenge. So
Right.
you have
So
go ahead.
hopefully he's seeing a difference, a change.
hmm So Kim, she's saying, hopefully you've seen a change. Can you tell us what changed that you've seen or have experienced since you've been drinking 3 16-ounce cups of water a day during the water challenge. And then we'll give him a moment to type that in. But
Mhm.
many people think that you have to do extreme or drastic measures to lose weight. And although that was just the start of the process for me, I did that for a week. And I believe that the same for everybody, because those first initial pounds are water pounds. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yep.
And when you get that water off your body, then when you exercise and eat healthy, it's able to actually attack the fat in the muscle, but
Mhm.
it can't, your weight loss can't attack the fat in the muscle if you got all this water in place. That's just like trying to eat a piece of chicken and it's inside of some water. Like you can't even get to the chicken because it's diluted and dissolving and floating all over the place. But when
Right.
you remove all of the water, then you can actually focus on the fat, that's there. Your body can like start eating away at the fat. So right after, like immediately, I went back to the gym and I've worked out my 5 days. I get 2 rest days, Wednesdays and Saturdays. And so, and it's like, and I seen my face exploding when we were in Myrtle Beach, but then like now that it's back to normal, I'm like, whew, thank God I dodged that bullet. So thank you for that detox. Thank you for
Yeah,
that
yeah.
detox tip.
Yeah, that water, it definitely will kickstart the process. And then once you get on that water, you get used to getting that water in every day on a regular basis. Everything else will be easy. You just, you get your diet plan in order. Well, I'm not going to say diet plan, your lifestyle change in order. And it just seems like it just goes seamlessly. Like once you stay with the program, you just got to stay on it. And you're gonna have some bad days. You're not gonna always be able to stick to the regimen. You're gonna fall off, but you just keep getting back on, and each time you just get better and better and better at it. And you will just notice that your body will not require as much food as you normally, it used to consuming. You'll be
Yeah.
full. You don't want to, if you eating, you're just eating just because you're used to snacking. But if you really focus on like, okay, am I really hungry right now, or am I just eating just to be eating?
Hmm.
So do you notice that with your lifestyle change, Erica, where before you just so used to like munching and just eating because somebody else is eating, but now you seem like you're not as hungry as you used to be, or you're not eating as much or snacking all the time.
Well, I still munch and snack, but the difference is like, because I think, and it's not that I'm hungry. It's not that I'm hungry because I'm not, but I think it's be part of my nerves and bad habits. Because if you think
Okay.
about it, I turned 46 years old. Yay. So it
Yay.
took me 46 years to develop in these bad habits. So it's going to
Okay.
take me a little bit of time to undevelop the bad
That's
habits. And
true.
so, and
And that's with
so,
anything.
right. So because I've had that munching habit for so long, I went to my team, my trainer and my team, and I said, okay, I like to munch. I can't help it. What do I do? So now I get broccoli and I munch on broccoli.
Mhm.
By the time you get through chewing on broccoli, you tired of it. You like, okay, I'm done. I'm good. I don't want to keep
Right.
munching on that.
By the time you finish
I
cleaning your teeth out, when you said broccoli, I'm just thinking all the stuff in your teeth.
I do broccoli. I like to have sliced cucumbers and I put them in a
Okay.
Ziploc bag or a bowl. And you know that salad dressing that Daddy loved, the Expression salad dressing is probably
Mm-hmm.
one of the healthiest dressings that we can have. And I shake it up and I put it. It's a clear, like a, what is it, like a vinaigrette. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and so
Yep.
I
Garlic
shake it
vinaigrette
up.
type of dressing.
Yeah, so I shake it up and put it on the cucumbers, and instead of eating potato chips, I eat the cucumbers with the dressing, and it just tastes like salt and vinegar potato chips to me. So that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
And that's good.
So
And with the water too, and I know for a lot of people, it's hard to drink water because it's so boring. It's bland. So, like, I was telling my coworker, she was like, "Oh, I just don't want to drink water today." And I just texted her back. I said, "Well, you got some cucumber, put some cucumber in it. If you got some type of
lemon.
berry or fruit or something, put some fruit in it." She was like,
Hmm.
"Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you." So the flavored water does help, if you
Yeah,
put that
because
in there.
and it's cheaper than going to the store and buying flavored water.
Yeah. Yep.
and
Because it's just
healthier.
water and fruit. It's nothing else in there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
healthier. So very,
yeah.
very much cheaper. So I like making my own stuff at home anyway because, like you said, it's cheaper.
It is.
It's
It is.
cheaper.
Because when I was talking to one of the trainers on my Saturday, I go to class on Saturday mornings and work out. And I was like, I need something else. Like, I'm tired of the stuff that I was eating. Can you give me like a different? She was like, you can make your own potato chips. I was like, what? She's like, you got an air fryer? I was like, yeah. She was like, well, make you some potato chips. I was like, what? She's like, I'm sure
Yeah.
there's recipes out of there that show you how to make potato chips out of potatoes or something healthy. So
Yeah.
that's gonna be my next mission, y'all. I'm gonna make
And you
some
gotta try
some
the kale chips too. They're really good.
They sound really nasty.
They are good, but you gotta okay. It's the flavoring is the key. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? You gotta grease it and massage it up with your oil and add your own seasonings to it, so you can make your own flavor. You can make smoked paprika with a little sea salt, or I use nutritional yeast a lot for like my cheesiness. Like if I want some cheese popcorn or cheese kale, I use nutritional yeast. So I
Oh,
do
I've never
that. So
heard of
you just massage it and flavor it and then bake it in the oven. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at
Okay.
all. Try it.
Um,
You don't knock it till you try it.
how about I tell you what, I come over your house and I try it when you cook it, and then if I like it, I'll implement it in my food preparation.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we could do
So
that. 'Cause so that 30-day challenge with the water, drinking all the water, it should have took all of the flavoring out your tongue so that you can get
it
ready for the bland food like the kale chips. Because you know how stuff only tastes so good because they put so many preservatives and things in there. That's why you're
mhm,
like, oh, this is so good. But you got to get used to eating. I'm not gonna say bland because I flavor my stuff. Even if you got to eat, it got some flavor to it. But it's
yeah,
just not foreign things that you read the package and it's like all these words on there, and you're like, what is this? Well, I don't know
right.
what that is. It should be salt, pepper, cayenne, or something to that effect. Not all the craziness. So
So, but it's funny that you mentioned that about drinking the water and tasting it, taking the taste out your tongue. I have been experiencing that, right? But I was like, dang, do I got COVID? Because I can't taste them. So first I thought that. And then my other crazy conclusion was because I drink hot tea in the morning and hot tea at night, I thought maybe my tea was too hot and it was burning my
and it
taste
burnt
buds.
all your taste buds off. For real.
So okay,
Girl.
so at least I know I'm not crazy. Y'all heard it here on Eric Lynn Speaks podcast. I'm not crazy. It's officially no, I'm not crazy today.
But though, even though
But
you was drinking the water, though, I'm sure you well, you already been on the health kick, so you already was like changing your diet and the way you eat, watching the salt intake. Do you use table salt or sea salt?
no, let me tell you, you'll be so proud of me. So I actually went and picked up my membership from Costco, and
Mm-hmm.
I got the organic seasoning salt, which has no salt in it, but all like fresh
Mm-hmm.
chips or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and then
Right.
I got the pink Himalayan salt, and I got me a
Mm-hmm.
pepper. But what I love best about the pink Himalayan salt and the pepper, I feel like a chef because I got the one with the thing and I like twist it just a little bit and and so that's
Yeah.
really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, those are
So
good
that
because you won't use too much because you know how many times you're gonna sit there and be like, oh, I'm tired now. That's enough.
right. And I just do like two times because I make like 2 or 3 chicken breasts every 2 to 3 days and throw them in the air fryer and just like I eat everything portion size and portion control. And so additional to drinking the water, that's how the weight is constantly coming off because as everybody can see from me from this picture behind me, I am a lot smaller and but I really concentrate, focus about what I put on my body. And we got the
Right.
comments coming in. So Kim, he had responded to what we asked him. How does he feel? He said he feels more energy and a cleaner mind since he's did the water challenge.
Yeah,
Do you have
definitely.
you have anything to
Yeah,
say to Kim?
Yeah, that's a good thing because and that's what you want, more energy and a clear mind, because our mind is so cloudy and foggy because of everything that we put in our body. People just don't know how it feels to feel good, unless you feel bad before. A lot of people feel bad, but they don't know, because they so used to
Mhm.
feeling bad, they think that's normal. But once you start cleaning your body out and you're like, okay, I can see a difference. I can think a little better. I have more
Mhm.
energy.
Mhm.
I don't want to go. But anytime I get off balance, I'm like, I'm not right. I got to get it together, because this just
Mhm.
it's not good to, not have a clear mind. At least not for me. I like to, I'm a thinker and I'm busy all the time and doing a lot of
Yeah,
things and trying to accomplish a lot. So gotta have energy and gotta have a clear mind. So good, Kim.
absolutely.
Keep up the good work.
Shout out to Kim. Whoop whoop. Mama joined on here. Hi, Mama. And she had said, did she miss anything? She also want to know that I talk about how I lost the 7 pounds. It was 13 pounds. And for those of you who are just joining, I did lose 13 pounds in 7 weeks. We went to Myrtle Beach. Well, my birthday
In
was May
7 weeks,
10th.
Erica.
No, in 7 days. In seven
Oh, you
days.
said 7 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. My bad. In 7 days. I'm just going to reiterate for those who are just joining us. I did lose that much weight in 7 days. I had eaten so much and put on so much. I have all that drinking and just celebrating,
Partying
and
for her birthday.
I was just partying, and the more I party, I was at Myrtle Beach, and every time I ate something, my face just kept getting bigger, and my clothes was getting tighter. I was like, thank y'all for not judging me, but I was like so nervous that I was just gonna stay that big. And so, as I said before, those who don't know, we had made a pact before we left Myrtle Beach that when we got home that we would all start detoxing. And if you had watched the last show that Don was on, she had told us how to clean your blood out in 120 days. So I just kept, so we talked about getting some fresh lemon and hot water. So I drank fresh, hot lemon water pretty much all day for 7 days. And at the
And
end of the 7 days, that 13 pounds that I had put on, I lost it. Like, because a lot of it was water weight. And I got rid of that water weight. And it was like the jump start of everything that I'm doing, because I immediately started going back to the gym after we got back. Like the next day, I was working out with my trainer. And so now the best part is that that 13 pounds is gone, and I'm lifting weight at the same time. So now I'm building muscle mass. And I even, like, I'm not going to have no six pack unless somebody do surgery on it, but I can feel like my abs and muscles in there that I never felt before. So it does work. You fresh hot
I'm gonna get
lemon
you to
water,
do some yoga one day. I'm gonna get you.
some water, some yoga.
I'm gonna get
I,
you to do some yoga one day.
I'm down with that. I know how to do the downward dog.
Yes. I gotta
So
get you on it.
that's wonderful. Glow said,
Hey,
hello, ladies. Hey,
hi there.
Glow. And then we got Auntie Jeannie. She said, Jeannie is in the house. Hey, Auntie.
What's up, Auntie?
And look, Mama, you late. You can't come late to the podcast asking the same questions that we already talked about. She said, did y'all already start the water challenge? Today was the last day. No, 5 days, because the water challenge was 30 days. So May 30th is the last day of the water challenge, right?
hmm Yep.
Yeah. So
But hey,
and what?
continue to drink your water though. Don't just stop. Continue to drink your water
Well, I got
because
everybody drinking lemon water, just not me.
yeah, yeah. And this and when you drink it first thing in the morning, doesn't it kickstart your digestion where you have that, you go to the bathroom and like,
Yes,
have that good little bowel movement before your day
yes,
gets started from drinking that.
yes.
So it kind
And
of
see,
helps. So before when I wake up in the morning, I do that, drink the warm lemon water. That's my first thing before I drink like cold water, which I don't drink cold water. I always drink room temperature water, but
right,
that lemon water, it kick starts your
yes,
digestion. It wakes things up and get you
yes,
flowing.
yes. I put a tea bag in there. I don't eat sugar anymore, or honey, all those stuff that people put in coffee and tea. I don't do that. So I put a bag of lemon probiotic tea. And I'm saying that slow for those of you all who are wondering how I actually lost the whole 40 pounds. Because from start to finish, as I said before, I was 299 pounds and I have lost 40 pounds. And so I'm on my journey for the going after the next 40 pounds. And so that's what
Okay.
makes Dr. Don so important, because sometimes it's once you break the bad habits, it's easy to get that first set of weight off, right? And then you
Yeah.
do a thing called plateau. And then when you plateau, then you have to get creative and by that time you understand and know your body and do things differently. So Don, can you
Right.
talk a little bit about people that plateau and what some things that they can do to continue to lose the weight after they get that first initial 13 pounds off?
And too, it depends on what you're doing, because your body get used to anything after a certain amount of time. So you always got to continuously like switch up the game. So if you just doing cardio or something for so long and you just doing it for 30 minutes or something, then you step it up a notch, do it for an hour, a little bit faster. If you're eating a certain type of diet and maybe you, like you say, you eat your chicken and um whatever or something like that, you just got to switch it up. Your body, it needs change. You got to keep changing the game all the time. So
Mm-hmm.
take note of what it is you're doing now, how long you've been doing it. So just like when you're doing herbs, if you're in the process of trying to heal your body and you want to use some herbs to do that, you can't just continuously use the same ones all the time. After so many weeks, you got to switch it up and use a different set. So when you plateau, you got to switch things up, kick it up a notch, change things up, change the game a little bit, and you'll see results. So it's like consistently recreating your game
Yeah.
plan is what you have to do.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Oh, it makes a lot of sense, because the funny things that you say that, because every 4 weeks my personal trainer puts new workouts in my system. So I work out with her once or twice a week, and then there's this app where she puts my workouts in. So I go to the gym and I'm able to follow the app and type in how many reps, how many pounds or whatever. So this week she
Mm-hmm.
changed my workout, and I'm like, I go to warm up like I've always been warming up, but it wasn't there. I just did it because of muscle memory. And she said, no, I took that out. This is your new workout. So before you work out with me, you do this first, this superset to warm up. So by the time me and you hook up like 10, 15 minutes later, now we're ready to get into the heavy stuff. And so I
Yep.
noticed I've been doing that all week, doing a different warm up, because she said that my muscles are used to warming up the way that I warm up, or
Right.
my muscles are
Right.
used to that. So she changed it all around. And if anybody know, getting on the elliptical, the treadmill, the rowing machine for 30 minutes is boring, right? Unless you got like a good music or whatever. Well, before class on Saturday morning, she made me cycle for 1 hour. Do you know what I could be doing in 1 hour? But I was like dedicated to this process of cycling.
Right.
And so she changed it up a bit. But the difference, what I noticed is my legs have started slimming down,
Mm-hmm.
and my, like when she and I worked out together this week, it was like my legs became a little stronger. Like, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like they
Yeah.
could do things that they couldn't do before.
Right. You got to consistently challenge yourself to do more, and you'll definitely see a difference, because like you say, your body just gets used to the same thing over and over again. So you got to switch it up. You got to trick your body.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
once you do that, then you'll bust through that plateau and go to the
Hmm.
next level. So it's always changing up the game and keeping note of what you're doing, how long you've been doing it, and then you'll consistently see change. Hmm.
Okay. So she is, what was Glow name? She is Cut City. Is that how you say her name?
Hmm.
Glow. She is Cut City says, how long do you stay on the same game plan?
Maybe do 6 weeks. 6 weeks on one game plan, then switch it up. Next week, 6 weeks, switch it up to something different. So do 6 weeks at a time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that and so Glow, you hear her, she say, work, do your regimen for 6 weeks and then change it up to something else. And when you do that, we like for you to come back on the podcast and let us know, or come in our DMs and let us know your testimony of you doing some of the things that Dr. Don has prescribed for you, so that we can let everybody know like it works. It works.
Yeah.
Um, Mama said, Don, when are we going to do the bike ride? Mama said,
Oh,
when
I
we
know
are
we
going
need
to
to.
bike
Yeah, we need to do it like now. Now the weather is kind of getting better, kind of,
ride.
sort of. We're getting the weather is better, so yeah, we should like start as soon as possible because we only get like a short season. So
Yeah.
the sooner the better.
Yeah. And it's funny, when I talk to people, they only like do bike riding or nature things when they go on vacation, right?
Mm,
Let's go riding on the boat ride. But the
yeah,
reality is, you're here in Michigan. You have what, 8 weeks of summer or so, if not a little longer. There are outdoor activities that you can do here in Michigan. You have to just be instrumental in finding those things. So
yeah.
Don, give us one, other than bike riding, what would be a great outdoor exercise that someone can do here in Michigan?
Bike riding, walking, running. Running, walking, biking. I'm not a
Hmm.
fan of jogging, but I'm not a jogger. But I'll walk and I'll ride a bike.
Hmm.
Rollerblading. I like rollerblading. I know too many people don't like that, but I like
Yeah.
rollerblading. That's a good
Okay.
one. And then they got some cool bikes though now. You know how they got the ones now you can stand up and you're going like this or paddling while you're standing up. They're probably
Oh.
expensive though, I'm sure. But they do they do have some good different kind of
Hmm.
bikes now that you can buy.
Hmm. Yeah. Right. Right. And then,
Swimming. I like to go swimming. So that's
yeah.
another outdoor
Right. That's
activity.
cool.
Walking on the beach. Look, walking on the beach in the sand, that's a tough thing to do.
So do you know, I didn't, this is a side note. I did not realize that the sand gets that hot. So I always had this vision of laying on the beach, just chilling out, rolling in the sand. And you know how on the movies and the commercials they show you being buried in the sand castle?
Yeah, it
Well,
probably be on a cool day too.
girl, when I left and went over to the bar area from the beach, I was walking without no shoes on, and I had to stop. I was like, "Oh my god, my feet is hot." I was like, "Hold my hand." I had to stop to put my shoes on. Oh
It was
my
like
god,
that
that's
game.
saying.
It was like that game, the kids, the gameplay. The floor is
Mhm.
lava. The floor is lava. That's
Yes,
how hot
that is
that
how it was.
sand was.
That's how I felt. But just I can just imagine on how challenging it was walking through the sand, right? So would you say walking on the beach or jogging on the beach would be really, really good exercise, like strenuous, not strenuous, but really
It
good, a
would
really
be.
great
It would,
time?
because that's hard. Just walking through the sand, you kind of wear yourself out just trying to walk through the sand. You know what I'm saying? It's like you sinking in because you remember how when we were in the water on the beach, it was
Mhm.
like I was drunk or something, but it was like the sand is dipping in this area, that area. So you're trying to keep your balance at the same time and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely good exercise. So it's a lot of outdoor activities you could do in the
Yeah, yeah,
summertime. So
yeah.
get
And
outdoors while we can. Do
right,
it.
right, absolutely. Because I'm gonna go canoeing this weekend, and that's
Oh,
a
that's
great outdoor.
another good one.
Yeah, yeah.
That's another good one too.
So we nature
Kayaking
women.
and stuff.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
kayaking is really good exercise. And I'm all stoked for canoeing, because like when I'm at the gym, I'm on the rowing machine for like 30 minutes. So I'm ready to get out here in the real world to see like if that really helps me on the canoe, or kayaking and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
do the stand up. The stand up. You know how they got the stand up boards now. You see people doing. I
Mhm.
want to do that. I haven't done that yet. So that's what I
Oh,
want to do this summer.
that's because you got that hot body, y'all. I wish I had to put some pictures on there from Myrtle Beach, y'all. Okay, so she don't just be telling us about like losing weight, detoxing, eating healthy, like watching juicing. She actually does all of this stuff. And how old is Donovan?
Yeah,
He's what, 11? He's
12.
11. 12.
He's 12.
So she had a baby 12 years ago. And when she had that baby, that was probably the biggest that I've ever seen her in all our life. And then I go away and come back a couple months later, she's like half the size. And then when you see her, she's like smaller than I'm like, well, what are you doing? So she's just been constantly eating healthy, juicing, making sure she maintain her detox. And we talked about the sweat lodge. So if you guys want to go to the sweat lodge with us, we are going to the sweat lodge. And
Oh
so
yeah, and I did speak with someone too. I go to a little spot that mimics the sweat lodge, and I did talk to the owner, and he was like, "You can come here, just bring them here." So I told him I would, set something up when we decide we want to go or whatever, because it kind of mimics it, the sweat lodge. So
okay. So those of you all who want to go
more
to the
to
sweat
come on.
lodge, huh?
I said more to come on that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because so they getting it. So let me see. What did okay, so Glow says, Dawn, I started working out while at work. I only drink water during my work hours. What do you have to say about that?
That's a good thing. I mean, water is always good. But why did she say I only drink it during work hours? I wonder
Because
why.
most people only drink water during their workouts. Then when they get home, they drink pop or beer or wine or whatever. They go to another lifestyle. Not saying that's what she do,
Oh,
but
okay.
that's when she more
Okay.
conscious of doing it is at work.
Oh, and that's fine. I mean, just get it in however you got it. And a lot of people like to drink water during their work hours because, you have to go to the bathroom. So you don't want to be up all night going to the restroom either. So having a cutoff point is good. So you can get some sleep at night. Because before I wasn't getting no sleep. I'm like, oh my God, I got to get up and go to the bathroom again. So yeah, that's not bad,
Why you didn't tell me that last week?
Last week.
God dog. Listen, y'all, if I could cuss, I would. God doggone it. I said I woke up every hour and a half. I was so exhausted. My eyeballs was hurting. I'm like, we went to Myrtle Beach and relaxed. Why am I so tired? I literally counted one day. I used the bathroom like 25 times in one day.
Oh, wow. Yes. And see, and look, and I guess you just lose weight from keep getting up and getting down, getting up and getting down. It's the water and the keep getting up out your seat, going to the bathroom. So you're getting 2 for 1.
Yeah. See, y'all, we just having a conversation today. We just kicking it, and we hope you guys are able to gain some value from us just having a conversation. So, Mama, what did Mama say? She said, I gained weight during the water challenge. I gained weight during the water. Now I'm trying to take it
during
off.
the winter. During the winter or during the winter?
During the winter. She said during the winter, but we got a typo. Y'all right. During. Good eyes, girl. You. Okay. Do you got something I can take to help you see better?
Hey, look, I'm big on language arts. Like, wait.
So she gained weight during the winter, and now she's trying to take it off. What about you? Have something to say about those?
Get that water in, Martha Ann. Get the water in, because she wanted on one to be like, I hate water. Water is so nasty. Get you some water in, and maybe because you drink spring water too. Spring water tastes funny to me. I can't drink it. I drink distilled water.
Okay.
But that spring water, it be tasting kind of gross.
Okay. And so what do we got? She says, last time I rode my bike, I made a sharp turn and fell off my bike and hurt my leg. Mama, you got to Okay, we don't mean to laugh at you, but we did.
That was but she laughing. She put laughing faces on there.
Yeah.
That's because Mama too. I gotta get that coordination. You gotta get that balance. I need you to do some yoga. Look, everybody tired of me talking about yoga. She's like, I ain't doing no yoga.
Right. And I could do the downward dog. That's about all I could do, but I could do it.
You could do more than the downward dog. You could do more than that.
That's right. I could do it. I could do it. Y'all can too. That's right. So Glow want to know when we going to the Sweat Lodge.
I'm going I don't know. I guess we all gotta pick a date and put it together.
Okay.
To
All right.
see, we got to try to coordinate a time and date, or see if I can see if
Right.
there's a specific time groups can come or whatever.
Okay. So y'all make sure y'all inbox me and we'll
So she is
get
Cut
back
City.
together.
You gonna go sweat for real with us?
Glow, you gonna go sweat with us at the sweat lodge? And so let us know. She also said, because I was so heavy on pop during my work hours, I can't have anything outside of water. I drink it after work too, but during I can only drink water. Who said that? Like, that's something that you chose to do or your doctor told you to do? I mean, which is right. You don't need to drink a lot of pop because pop is not good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You trying to read the comments from your side?
And I
Yes.
seen it. It pops up. I need everybody
Oh,
to do this challenge. I need everybody to do this challenge. Well, not a challenge. Sorry, not a challenge.
okay.
It's kind of like a little experiment. If I know everybody got Polish sausage in their refrigerator, right?
A
Anybody got some
Polish
Polish
sausage?
sausage, smoked sausage, or something like that? If you got
No.
one, I want you to take a Polish sausage, just cut it in half, like no, not in half, just cut it. A nice chunk, maybe about this size. Chop it in half, like you know how it's round, right? So you take the round piece and you cut that in half, and cut a piece and put it in a like if you got a mason jar with a lid, put it in there and fill that up with pop, like some kind of pop, whatever kind of pop you got. Put the lid on it and let it sit. And I'm not gonna tell you what happened, but if somebody do it and come back and tell us what what they see and what happened. I
Wow.
want you to do it too, Erica.
I don't have nothing like that in my house, but I have to go buy the sausage.
So
I
anybody
only
got
have
Polish sausage that's listening, get one, put it in a mason jar, fill it up with pop, put a lid on it, and tell me what happens
oh,
next
I'm
time
scared.
we
Oh, I'm scared. Look the way I'm scared. I'm scared to do that. Y'all do that experiment and come back and let us know how that went. Because we're gonna have Dr. Don back on the show again because she seems to be one of the show's favorite that everybody loves. So that I want to see because what it sounds like is there was like a social media post or something that went around. They took a Coca-Cola or a Pepsi and they took that Pepsi and they cleaned the stains out your driveway from your car that leaks in the driveway. And so if you can clean stains out your driveway with a Coca-Cola, why are we drinking Coca-Cola?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us, talk to us.
Why? I don't know why you drinking it, because I don't. I don't drink it. I don't know why you do it. Well, I did have one in the Myrtle Beach. We was down there, and
Yeah, like it made me think like it's gonna like tear your insides out or something. If it can clean stains off the ground, like does pop like tear your insides up? Like what does it do? Do you know?
I don't know what it does, but I know it's not good, and I know it the everything we take into our body, like I told you before, it goes to the liver to be neutralized, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just imagine how much stuff we have in our liver, like how clogged our livers are from the red pop, orange pop, the red chips, all of the different colors, food dyes, the grease from all the fried foods and all that kind of stuff. All that stuff is in your liver. That's why it's good to do like water, get the water down, put the lemon in there, because to detox the liver, you want bitter things, bitter herbs, things like that. It's good to get on beets. I know a lot of people hate beets. They're like, "Oh, it tastes like dirt," but so good. It helps clean your blood and your liver. So with the beets, you're getting a 2-for-1 with beets. So we need to get on top of the beets. That's good for you, and the lemon. So if you're doing smoothies, get you a smoothie with some beets, some lemon, ginger, carrots and stuff like that, and start drinking that. Or if you were juicing it, juice it and drink it. It's so good for you. But you got to clean your liver up. You got to clean that liver. You got to clean your filtration system, because if you don't, you're going to be constantly picking up toxins, and they're going to be keep being distributed throughout your body. So it's like you're just distributing your blood. It's going to continuously be dirty, and you want to clean your blood. You want to clean your liver. You want to clean your bowels. You can't detox like just do one thing. It's a combination of some things that you have to do. You can have it.
Mm-hmm. So I was thinking this as we've been talking, right? Because I had just played with Glow, but a lot of people drink alcohol, smoke weed, drink beer and things like that, but they want to be healthy too, but they still want to drink. Does doing this cleaning your liver process out, does that help slow like your liver deterioration down if you're a person that drink alcohol? Like, does it like?
And everybody's body is different. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Everybody's body is different. Everybody is prone to different type of, defects and things like that. So it just depends on the person, but definitely cleaning yourself out on a regular basis. You should do it seasonally. So
Mhm.
winter, spring, summer, fall, you should take some time to clean your body out.
For like how long?
You can do maybe start off small, 3 days at a time, maybe start 3 days, and then work your way up to 5 days or something eventually. But it's good to do it seasonally. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And not
Okay.
just like jump into a detox, kind of like ease yourself in, to cleaning your body up. So you ease in by, because I know a lot of people, they say, well, I'm fasting tomorrow. I'm going to start dieting, but they just had some burger and fries today and then they fasting tomorrow. No, you got to kind of like prepare your body, start eating lighter and lighter and lighter till you get down to juice, like drinking some fresh juice, and you
Yeah.
ease into fasting or something that way. And when you come out of fasting, you come out the same type of way you went in. You come out, okay, start off with some water, or depending on what type of fast or detoxing that you're doing, but you start out getting your body adjusted to juice and then salad and fruit and go. But
Mhm.
to me, the purpose of detoxing and cleaning your body out is not to go back to doing things the same way. You
Mhm.
want to do things different and better so that you can build a stronger, healthy body.
Mhm.
Does that
Mhm.
make sense?
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. That make a lot of sense. That's why, like, when I knew that I consciously knew that I was gonna be like enjoying, not telling myself no and drinking, but I also knew when it came to an end, I didn't continue drinking and eating those things. The airport was the last bad thing that I ate. Like seriously, it was the last bad thing. That was that cinnamon roll that we had at the
Oh
airport.
yeah, yeah.
That was like the last bad thing that I put in my body. And since I've been home, there have been no unclean things that is not on my meal. If it's on my meal template, then I've been eating it, and I eat a lot of broccoli and cucumbers and stuff. And so I found too that when I began to lose the weight, I was losing the weight, but I was beginning to look puny, like in the shoulders, kind of like I was sick, like. And somebody has said to me, "Are you eating enough green vegetables?" And I was like, "Yeah, I eat a little bit." So I had to be very conscious in making sure that I eat enough vegetables that give me that nutrients. And it
Yeah.
also, so as you guys can see, my shoulders, they
Yeah, you
period.
gotta get those dark leafy green vegetables. Those are a must. That's why if you got a juicer or a blender, that's the best way you can get that kind of stuff down, because it's hard to, eat all that salad and kale and different stuff like that. Who wanna do all that chewing? Not me.
Mhm,
I get
mhm.
tired of chewing, cleaning my teeth.
Yeah,
So it's
right.
good to, blend it or drink it, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Find you a
yeah,
good multivitamin too.
it's important.
Vitamins with like color, not white ones.
Right,
The white,
right.
the vitamins that are like real, like dried vegetables and fruits and things like that in a pill form that you can take. So you got to cheat, because you can't, our lives are so busy. You're not gonna have time to be in the kitchen all day making smoothies and juicing and eating salads and washing and all that. So whatever way it works for you, make it work. But you got to get it in, because the greens is gonna help alkalize your body, and that's what you need to fight, diseases and things like that. If you're not on any type of blood thinners or medications and stuff. You
Okay,
got to,
okay.
if you're on a lot of medications, you got to work with your physician and, tell them what you're doing. That way you're not, you know, um, hurting yourself more than you're helping yourself.
Yeah, that's a good point that you brought out. And I had learned the hard way, but I know it better now, so I do better. I understand that I have to talk to my doctor, tell my personal trainer what my doctor said, tell my doctor what my personal trainer said. If I have to go to the foot specialist because I got plantar fasciitis, so I have to tell my personal trainer what my foot doctor said. But if you don't communicate in your circle of people that are helping you with your body, then two people could be telling you to do the same thing but different ways. But if you communicate with your health providers along with your personal trainer, you may have a nutritionist, and you got to tell your doctor what your nutritionist say, but everybody is your team, right? So
Yeah,
you got to look at them as that you put your team together, and you want your team to work together as a whole, which ultimately benefits you. But if you keeping components away from each other, then your team is not able to work for you effectively. So we
right,
want to have an effective unity with the team that you put in place to help you get the results that you want, right?
right. And if your team is not, satisfying you, get a new team, switch
Yeah.
out some players, get some new game players, because nowadays, they have a lot of physicians and healthcare doctors that are into, helping you live a more plant-based life, so if you got a doctor and he's against it and saying, hey, don't eat that and don't eat
Mhm.
this, maybe find another one, get another
Mhm.
doctor if that's what you want to do.
Right. Right. Absolutely. You're absolutely correct.
Switch out the team. Mhm.
That's right. And don't forget your family and your friends is part of your team too. So
That's
you're
right.
saying to you, and this is something that people don't really do, right? You go on a journey or a challenge to lose weight, but you don't let your family and your friends know so that they can support you. So then when you go over their house, they done made you some fried chicken or something. But if you put them on part of the team, put them on notice that this is what you're doing, then they invite you over. Perhaps now they're going to serve you something healthy that you can eat, or even call you on the phone and say, hey, I want to cook this, or can you eat this before you come over? But if you
Mhm.
don't put your family and friends on notice, then you go over there and everybody eating steak and chips and all this in your face, and you like, dang, I should have bought my broccoli, or I should have bought my yogurt. But you'd be surprised how people support you, right?
Yeah. Yep. And like you said, always know that you can switch out your team. So if they not supporting your goals and dreams and what you want to do, just switch them out for, change it up, change the game on them. They'll get on
Absolutely.
board eventually.
Absolutely. Tanisha said, your daughter, she said, I haven't been eating no greens, shaking my head.
Oh my God, are you serious?
I know, right? The natural, your daughter, the health
Oh,
specialist's daughter.
dude.
You, Tanisha, shaking my head. We might have to take you off the team.
I sentenced you to a bag of kale.
Y'all, I hope you guys are enjoying our conversation tonight. This is my big sister. We just kicking it. Like, y'all know I'm normally on here very formal and have like all this line of questioning, but I just really want you guys to see, like, we really do have these type of conversations just at home. She and I, like amongst the family. She been trying to get me to cross over for years to the clean life. And I'm like, I can't let these chips go. But she never gave up. And when I was ready to cross over, she was always there providing information. And so, you guys, we got about 6 minutes left. If you have any questions for Dr. Don, put them in the chat box. You might want to know about natural herbs, because remember, she's a natural herbalist. You might want to know more about cleaning your blood out, more about detoxing, whatever it is, something that you will help you. Put your question down in the chat box, and we're going to answer them. So, Don, I want you to give them um, something that they can walk away with, something that they can really use, a piece of advice that you gave them. So last week you gave us the detoxing with the lemon water, and the 30-day water challenge. What other piece of advice could you give someone that they can use tonight?
So I just wanted to put this in too. I know I mentioned about, getting into the beets and stuff. you really should get into the beets. Add that into your regimen now that you got the water and you flushing your body out. Let's get into the beets. More beets, more beets. Clean your blood. And you can't, even with beets, you can't eat too much of it at one time because it's so potent and strong. It's a root vegetable, so it's very strong. But get more into the beets because you want to start cleaning your blood up. You want to clean your liver up. So let's get into the beets. Add some lemons to it. I don't know if you're going to juice it, if you're going to blend it or whatever. The beets, what did I say? Beets, lemon, and ginger. But like I say, make sure you're working with your practitioner too if you're on a lot of medication, because those things do tend to thin your blood out. And if you're already on medications like high blood pressure medications and things like that, you want to be mindful of that and know you can't just jump off into doing healthy things, taking herbs and things like that. So you want to, let's get into that. It's so crazy because when I first started eating beets on a regular basis and juicing it and things like that, and I went to the bathroom to to pee, I was like, oh my God, I'm bleeding, because the beets turn your urine red. So it's like you're peeing out blood, but actually it was just the beets. And that's
Wow.
what the doctor, he was like, this is not normal. I was like, oh, I forgot I was juicing beets, but it will freak you out at first because you're going to be thinking you're peeing out blood, but really it's just beets. That's all it is beets.
Wow. So
So
she gave you something else today, some beets. And I remember you had made me a protein shake with beets. I mean, not a protein, but a smoothie with beets. And before I taste, I'm looking at it like, but then I tasted it was so good because she put all these natural fruits in there and then put the
yeah,
beets. It was really, really good. So I know when you're trying to eat healthy or clean your body out, it may not look as pretty as you want it to be, but it really do be good, especially if you implement the right fruits
yeah,
in
put it
your
together. Yeah,
yeah.
because I always put like pineapple, and mix juice pineapple and beets together. And I like ginger, so I'm always putting a piece of ginger, not a big piece, maybe the tip of your thumb, big enough like that, because ginger is strong too. That's a root vegetable. So I'm always adding ginger to it. And I put lemon in everything. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
always squeezing lemon on everything. Lemon just makes the world go round. Okay. Lemon or lime, because stuff is expensive now in the grocery store. I went to the grocery store yesterday to get some lemons, and it was like one lemon with 99 cents. So I got a whole bunch of limes.
Look, you know how you go to the grocery store and they put the oranges and stuff in the little netted bag. So they had the lemons in the netted bag and at Kroger, and it was like $1.99. So I was like, oh, I'm about to get a bunch of lemons. Girl, all the bags had exactly 3 lemons. You know,
Right.
you're not getting no extra. So that's funny. So Tanisha, she said, yeah, she don't give up on nobody for sure. She will keep repeating it too. Absolutely. So y'all, Dr. Don is a stickler.
Mhm.
Kim, he said, Don, this has been one of the best podcast episodes yet. So he's
Good.
really
I'm glad
enjoying
you
it.
like
And then
it.
yes, for real. And he's actually utilizing the things that you're teaching him. And that's why I keep bringing Dr. Don on here because
And I like you, Kim, because you utilize things. You're utilizing this information. Everybody don't utilize this precious information that I'm giving them. Because I
Mhm.
share stuff all the time and people just don't, utilize it, or just maybe too lazy to utilize it,
Yeah, yeah,
or just can't get themselves outside of their usual routine. So
yeah.
thank you, Kim.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And Don, she does, just so you guys know, Dr. Don does do consultations. I don't know how much she charge, and maybe it's like on one-on-one basis, but she does do consultations where she'll work with you directly one-on-one. And so if you want to work with Dr. Don, you can put it down here in the comment section or come to the inbox, and I'll make sure that I connect you. And then I'm also, you can reach Don on Facebook. What's your Facebook, Don?
It's Danielle Jones.
Danielle Jones on
Mhm.
Facebook.
Just
Um,
simple. Mhm.
and Danielle Gibbs said, I definitely need to do better. You will be hearing from me, Dr. Don.
Okay.
So we got you a customer right here.
So let's
That,
do the next challenge though. Just the next little 30-day challenge is to move more. Move,
okay.
get moving. That's another good challenge because it's easy to be on the couch, because it's easy for me to be on the couch too. But I'm a busybody, so I keep it moving. So move more, exercise more, just whatever.
Oh,
Walk to
no,
the
that's
mailbox.
good.
Yeah, just get moving. That
Yeah.
helps kickstart too.
So this is what I'm going to say. So Dr. Don said the next challenge is to move more, right? Whether you exercise or whatever. So what I want you guys to do is every day that you actually move more or do an exercise, take a picture of it, put it on social media, put hashtag Erica Lynn Fam, hashtag move more. Right. And so we're going to, so that way we can, if you put hashtag Erica Lynn Fam, then it'll come over to our page and we can follow you and give you a thumbs up or whatever. And Dr. Don and I can follow the movement. So for 30 days, the next 30 days, Dr. Don and I challenge you to move more. So I'm going to be expecting to look at everyone's page or social media with hashtag Erica Lynn Fam, hashtag move more. It's time to move more and get to moving, right?
Mm-hmm. And even if you're doing it in your living room or you don't have to leave out your house, you can just do it like just stand in place and lift your legs up, just like you're walking, and maybe step to the side, to the other side. Do it for like 15 minutes or something, 30 minutes. And that's good too. Move your arms up and down while you're doing it or something, just move. Get to moving.
Absolutely. So I'm looking forward to showing you guys the pictures that I'm going to take for the next 30 days because I'm ready to get moving.
I'm
So
gonna
we
post
got
some of my yoga poses on there.
her in this yoga, y'all. Her in this yoga. So we got one more comment. Deja said, beautiful show. Wish I could have commented more. You rocked with the info. I had to listen through my AirPods, laugh out loud. Thank you, Deja.
Thanks, Deja.
Tank said, Tanisha said, I came too late. That's all right, Tanisha. That you ain't too late to get moving for the next 30 days.
And you ain't too late to go to the store and get you a bunch of kale to eat.
Deja also said, I'm going to do double cardio for you. Cut season. And you got a hashtag Erica Lynn Fam, hashtag move more. Right?
Move more.
That's awesome. Do you have any other advice or anything else you want to say to the people before we get out of here, Don?
Just move more, get rest, avoid people who make you mad and upset.
That's fantastic. Well, I love you. And thank you again for coming back on the podcast for part 2 of decluttering your body. So now you got to come back on the podcast again so we can find out how everybody did for the move more challenge. Like, I think it's the summertime. We just need to get everybody up and moving and walking. Mama say she about to go walking. She going walking right now. That's right. Good to walking. And they just said hashtag Erica Lynn Fam. So if you guys don't know how to spell it, it's on there. Hashtag Erica Lynn Fam, hashtag move more. And so I'm excited. Thank you again for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And I'll see you next time, next month, hopefully. Right?
Yeah, especially because of my birthday coming up. So you're definitely gonna see me for my birthday.
Well, I kind of had an idea.
What?
I was wondering, I think you should host the podcast next month when you come on here.
Host the podcast?
I think you should host a podcast. What y'all say? Y'all want Dr. Don to be the guest host of Erica Lynn podcast, and she could talk more about the move more and get it going. So all y'all who want Dr. Don to be the guest host, give us a thumbs up or put a comment down in the comment section. They just said, yes, see? Yes. Everybody want Dr. Don to host the podcast. Mama said, yes. That's right.
Let's get into it.
That's right. So I love you.
Shenanigans. I'm gonna be extra hyped. So no, I'm just joking.
That's right. She's gonna be doing the running man. All right.
All right. See y'all later. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Oh my God, you guys, I have so much fun. When I get with my sister, I always have a good time. I didn't want to give you guys a podcast where I just wrote questions and answers and she give you all of that stuff. I just wanted it to be authentic and real and see how people actually detox, see how we detox. Like, I like to show you, yes, I put on that weight, but look how I got it off. But I didn't just take that first initial 13 pounds off, like I got it off and I'm keep going. I'm lifting weights, I'm exercising, I'm moving, I'm working out with a trainer. I got a meal plan. So I do a whole regimen. And so I try to always encourage people to keep working, keep getting better, right? What did I say at the beginning of the podcast? What do we do on Erica Lynn Speaks podcast? We like to play big or go home. How else am I going to play it big if I'm not taking care of myself? That is playing bigger than you can ever play before, right? And so, next month's podcast, right? We're going into June. The next time the podcast start, we will be in June. So next month we're going to be talking about re-strategizing. For the third quarter, how do you re-strategize? So we're going to have Dexter Jenkins. He's going to teach you how to re-strategize in your finances. We got Nicole Roberts that's coming on the show, and she's just going to show you how to get your money right, get it going. I mean, just re-strategize so that you can make it through the rest of the year, bringing in wealth and maintaining the money that you have and not spending too much money and just like going crazy. And then, as y'all know, Dr. Don is going to come back, so she might as well show you how to re-strategize your body and your mind with this Move More challenge. Okay, so we always got to give you guys something. And don't forget, tomorrow I will be on Dr. Portia's show, Dr. Portia Lockett's show. Her show is live on Instagram. So all of you all who have an Instagram page, you go to @Portia Lockett, PortiaLockett. So I'll be on Dr. Portia Lockett's show live at 8 p.m. tomorrow. So the flyer is on my page for those of you all who, didn't get the information right now. So all you got to do is go to one of my social media pages and the flyer is posting. You guys are phenomenal. If you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so now. Erica Lynn Speaks on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube and you want to check us out on Facebook, go to Erica Lynn Speaks on Facebook. And if you missed this podcast, guess what? It'll replay because I'm here. And make sure when you share this podcast, make sure you hashtag it with Erica Lynn Fam. So I'm about to get ready to get out of here, you guys. So I hope that you all enjoyed the podcast and enjoyed Dr. Don just as much as I did, because I love my big sister. She's so patient. And she always is there to give advice and show love and walk with me while I'm on that walk. So if I'm struggling, she right there with me. I love you guys. And I'll see you next week at 7 p.m. every week on Erica Lynn Speaks podcast. Always remember to take what? One step beyond you. God bless you. And I'll see you guys next week. This podcast was brought to you by EricaLynnSpeaks.com. Sign up for your free consultation today at EricaLynnSpeaks.com/work with me. And just remember, it only takes just one step beyond
Beyond you. I say Erica Lynn Speaks.